Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of TheCaliEffect. Today, we are going to be playing Gravekeepers. Now, the biggest reason why I'm playing Gravekeepers, well, there's a couple of reasons. One, I put it in a hat and I pulled out Gravekeepers. Two, I have a couple of Gravekeeper deck skeletons that I would like to sell, preferably to Eric. But if Eric doesn't come along, then anybody else that would like to buy them. Three, Gravekeeper's actually good. I don't know why people have been sleeping on this deck. And four, it's Gravekeepers, one of the first archetypes in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Today we're going to be playing against Ilm Legend, sure. And we get the privilege of going first, which is, you guys should know, you go first and you play Gravekeepers, yeah, it just might be GG. You just might have game. So I'm going to add Necro Valley to my hand. Then I'm going to activate Necro Valley. Then I'm going to set a monster in defense. And then I'm going to set 3 cards face down. That's right. 3 of them. Face down, all ready to say, yeah, GG. I wish that I had a Gravekeeper face up in attack position, because that's where Imperial Tombs will come along. I'm still working on how Imperial Tombs would work out for this deck. But sure, let's get into motion. Hopefully we get this deck going. And spies and all that other stuff. It's going to activate reinforcements of the army to add junk synchrons. So, that being said, I'm pretty sure that's a Raikou face down. I just have a good guess. I'm going to flip the spy. Spy's effect. Response. He has no response. We'll just summon this descendant right here. I don't trust what you're doing. Response. And I think the biggest thing why I like Gravekeepers is that Gravekeeper's steal right now. And you guys have to remember, any format where Gear can thrive, Gravekeepers can too. Especially when you have an Infernity Barrier running around. I know he really needs that face down monster. Oh, it's that. I did all that for nothing? Nah, not really, because now I'm going to attack him for 2,000 damage. Then, I'm going to go in my main phase 2 and activate Tombs. Add both of these hefty fellas. Then I'm going to set the spy again. Go ahead. And that's exactly what I mean by putting control on the board. Didn't really want to stop the Book of Moon play, but it almost felt like I had to, since I was strongly feeling Raikou. Obviously, I was wrong with Tantan, but when you think about it, Tantan does have the same implications of Raikou. You flip summon Tantan, you get the other card, blah, blah, blah. And then this is where just Necro Valley does the most important part, locking him out of his graveyard. I don't know what he was thinking, but sure. And maybe I did play that card wrong. But we get to get into another game because Gravekeeper's too strong. Yeah, now that I think about it, I did play that card wrong. I could have just Fiendish Chain and flipped summon monster. Duh. Think about that, TheCaliEffect. Alright, guys. And I just realized that, yeah. I did not have music going. So, the next part of the video will be played with music. I hope you guys enjoy. It's a struggle. Hopefully we get Frankie to play. Sweet. And like I was saying, Gravekeepers are an extremely skilled deck. If at any time you're playing against, or if any time if Gear is irrelevant, why can't Gravekeepers be? They have these same concepts. Set lots of back row and dominate the opponent. The only difference between Gravekeepers and Gear is that you trade off your power plays by summoning Gear Gagan X's and searching or whatever. You trade that in for what Gravekeepers have, which is a deck that based on control, doesn't have the speed but has the searchability. It doesn't have what Geargias have, but in suffice for that, it has other features that give you just such a dominant game. For example, Necro Valley. Arguably one of the best field spell cards of the game. Completely shuts the opponent out of the graveyard, you know, with all those graveyard effects running around. Also on top of that, it prevents the opponent from removing cards from the graveyard from play. Just another one of those good things you guys should take in consideration when, you know, debating should you play Gravekeepers. It's almost like, yes, you should. It's a really good deck. Right now I'm going to activate Commandant to search my Necro Valley. You know, I have 6 ways to get out Necro Valley, then open it first turn, which is, I don't want to say it's rare, because it happens, but, you know, you have other ways. Had it not been that way, I would have just flipped some of the Spy Search Recruiter, descended his back row, and then got Recruiter to get my Commandant, then went Necro Valley. So, as you guys can see, there's multiple ways to get Necro Valley to your side, to your hand. So, shouldn't be that hard to bring you one of the best field spell cards to your hand. And also on top of that, it gives all your Gravekeeper monsters a 500 attack boost. I just thought I should throw that in there because that effect is pretty strong. We're going to get rid of his face down monster. And it's a really bad card. And with that, I'm going to add another Descendant. Or, I'm sorry, Recruiter. Don't know why my FPS just dropped so low. Not running. Oh, I am running something in the background. So I'm going to attack. No response. And then I'm going to quit you out. You're bad. You're bad for SPS. Then I'm going to attack for 2,000. Oh, and now we're back to 61. Gee, I wonder why. Then I'm going to pass turn. Now, I wish there was a way to search out Tomb. Now, if Commandant can search out Imperial Tomb of Necro Valley, oh my god, this deck would be beyond broken. I'm pretty sure that card does something I'm not going to like. Face-up ritual monsters cannot be targeted or destroyed by the effects of effect monsters. Okay, I can deal with that. Never mind. Are you going to ritual summon right now? He's going to activate Manju's effect to get the second part of his card. The Black Illusion Ritual. Now he's going to perform the Black Illusion Ritual, which is perfectly fine. And he's going to tribute Manju as his cost. Special summon Relinquish and try to snatch my Descendant. Unfortunately, with Relinquish, the game has evolved way too much for it to be a genuine threat for any meta. Or, for that fact, any really good deck. I'm going to chain Fiendish Chain. He's probably going to use Lance. If he uses Lance, he's... I don't know what to say. I think it'd be interesting, but I'll chain Compulse anyways. Just to get over, I have to get over his monster threat. And I don't like losing monster presence over monster threats. He's already going in the hole for this card, so might as well just make him Uber Day. And my Fiendish Chain is left on the board minions. You know what? I should have let him get it. Yeah. Oh well, I wasn't really thinking about that, because that would have just been pluses for me at the end of the day. We're going to go you into... I want you and you. See, and then Commandant would search Tombs. That would be too good. Too good for Kenobi to give to us. Let's go Recruiter. And then we'll enter battle. Recklessly, because I'm not scared of Mirror Force right about now. These monsters... Well, Recruiter will serve its purpose if it gets Mirror Force. And Gravekeeper Spy has already served its purpose. As far as going to the extra deck, you really don't need to go into the extra deck. I don't want to say you don't, but it's you don't necessarily go into the extra deck. Let's just put it that way. I'm gonna add Ambusher to my hand. Now, what Ambusher does is that it adds a Necro Valley card from my graveyard to my hand, which basically gives us the 7th Necro Valley in case it's destroyed, and I don't want to waste it. Also, if I just so happen to top deck Tomb, then it's a pretty good card. I'm gonna normal summon Nobleman, which I really should have been named Disciple, and just swing at him for 1500 damage. What do you have? Battle Fader? Swift Scarecrow? Probably Swift Scarecrow. I saw that level 1 monster, so he's probably running Swift Scarecrow. Maybe Piper? All these level 1 monsters. Maybe Piper. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that right now. Ah, it was just that. It didn't really matter, I guess. So we'll swing for 1500 more damage. There's Battle Fader. I figured. And then we'll set the Gravekeeper Spy and go ahead and counter attack. Now that I think about it, when you look at this deck, I think I need more effect negation. Now, 3 Fiendish Chain is nice, but more effect negation. Maybe effect dealers. I can find a way to squeeze the cards into here, which is extremely interesting because as you guys can see, he's trying to come back with some pretty good plays, but controlling the board is key. And if you can't control the board against Gravekeepers, it's not going to go in your favor. I've never lost a game with Gravekeepers when I had complete control of the board. Then again, at the same time, you don't lose too many games when you have control of the board. Spy's effect is going to activate. Ooh. I'm going to use you. You seem extremely good right about now. And this is probably the most amount of Gravekeepers I've ever had on the field, period. So you're going to attack. Oh. I'm pretty sure, now that I think about it, probably should have used Descendant's effect. Because that's probably an Arcana Force thingy. TheCaliEffect. We can Exceed into a lot of things, even though we don't Exceed. Ooh. All these things make me feel good inside. Go ahead. I'll save it for next turn. What do you have for me? And I really think Disciple is a solid card. She provides a good play. Like, if you ever need to recuperate advantage, he's going to go into Black Ritual again. That's fine. If you ever needed to recuperate advantage, she definitely provides that extra thing. Like, if you lose to a field wipe, and she's your next card up, well, she's going to bring out Spy. Spy's going to bring out another monster. Another monster is going to bring out something else. Like, it's a pretty good piece to the deck. But right now, I'm only testing 1 because 2 just seems like and 3 is way too much. Relinquished. Fine. He's going to snatch Descendant, which is fine. Oh, no, he's going to snatch. Oh, wait, never mind. That would have been better. To snatch the Assailant. But little does he know I run Papal Operative. Because I have the extra deck room. And why? For situations just like this. Wow, Papal Operatives isn't going to be enough. Wait, you're going to attack that? I don't even know how to feel. I think I'll let it go through. Yes, I'll use the effect of Nobleman. What just happened? Oh, come on. I really am looking for a new laptop, and this one's really making me mad. It's grinding my gears. Well, like, you know what grinds my gears? Bad laptops. We'll get Descendant this time around. I don't know why. I want this game to be over. He's Exceed summoning. Forgot all about that. Yeah, I really need... What the hell is that? Why would you even do that? I'm just going to flip summon. I'm going to use your effect. I'm going to send it to the graveyard. I'm going to destroy it. And then I'm just going to go for it. Man. Really meant to hit Spy. Did not know what happened. Computer just kind of like froze up on me. And that is what I want to call complete control of the game. Just having established dominance, Necro Rally wasn't in danger. If it was, I had resources to bring it back. You always have to play one step ahead in this deck because if you don't, you'll definitely lose the game. It's still a very extremely fun deck to play, very controlled, very conservative, and I'm going back to the block to build up on this deck to make it even better. Thank you guys for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.